If you guys are looking to buy some of the cheapest tradable Rocket League items, then head to the first link in the description and use code JAKRS at checkout for a discount. If you guys want to win a titanium white Animus GP or a titanium white Sentio V17. But that's not it. If you guys want to win a Hellfire Mystery Goal Explosion, then make sure to drop a like on today's video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications while you're there, comment your gamer tag as well as why you want to win down below. Winner will be announced soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video.
What's going on, guys? I'm JAKRS and welcome back to another episode of Being a Middleman, a series where I share with you guys some awesome trades that I do and I'm a middleman for with really expensive items. And so if you guys don't know why middlemen are needed in trades, it's just because some people might want fully keys as their deal for their items. And so if it passes the 50 key mark, the limit that we have in trading in the trading section, then a middleman is needed to take the two trades separately because the two players might not trust each other. And now a ton of you guys have been hitting me up for these middleman trades, and I'm actually happy that you guys do trust me for these. And I'm honestly so excited to get into today's video to share with you guys some of the trades that I have done. And so now I have actually done over 20 middleman trades so far, but for you guys I only share some of the best ones that I do, and I really like to do middleman trades for really awesome items such as white zombas and white Dracos are some of the main ones that I've been doing so far. And now I'm not looking to become a professional middleman like loads of people do. I'm just looking to have fun with you guys and experience being a middleman for your trades, and hopefully doing this series will give you guys trust in me to do middleman trades for other people. But do beware, there are a ton of people using fake names of my account, JakeElliott01, and you guys can actually search for my account, message me, and if you don't believe that it's me before doing a middleman trade, then make sure to invite me to a party chat and I'll happily join a party with you guys and be a middleman for you, and that gives you a bit of proof that it is me. So without further ado, why don't we hop straight into today's middleman trades.
So the first part of today's video is a middleman trade for white Zomba wheels. The first trade right here is for the white Zomba wheels, and then the second one will be for the 92 keys that the other guy is actually paying for them. And now since 92 keys is over the 50 key mark, they needed me to do the middleman trade for this because these two didn't trust each other, which is perfectly fine. You guys can actually hit me up for trades for white Zombas, and a lot of people have actually been doing this all the time. White Zombas are actually getting more and more popular as days go by. They're priced right now at about 90 to 95 on PlayStation 4, which is where the middleman trade is actually going down. And so 92 keys is about a middle value of this, and this is actually a pretty good trade. And so here you'll see the white Zomba trade going through. I didn't actually check to make sure they were white this time because I knew for sure that they were going to be painted white. And so now the first part and the first half of this trade had been paid up, and so it was time for the second guy to pay up his side. And so the first trade had to go through with 50 pure keys. And now, unlike other middleman trades that you've seen me do on the channel, I couldn't give the white Zombas with the 50 keys because of course the guy would want to run away and then got these white Zombas for 50 keys only. He put up the keys, and then once 50 were put up, I accepted the trade offer, and so did he, which is pretty cool. The first half of his side of the trade had actually gone through, and after accepting, we accepted it and it went through. And so it was time for the other guy to get his keys and this guy to get his white Zombas. I've actually cut the clip here to save you guys a bit of time because putting up keys actually does take quite a long time. And so 42 keys was the left of the keys to be paid up, and so that added up to 92 keys. I went down to the white Zombas, and then after this I would have to give the keys to the other player. In my own opinion, I think these white Zombas will stay at around 90 keys, maybe go up a little bit to about 100 keys and then stay at that point, but I don't think they'll go any higher than what they are right now. And I actually owe a thank you to both of these players because this guy gave me a CC2 crate and some Hearts Trails, which you can actually trade up pretty soon. I'm pretty sure that you can get the painted Octanes and the painted Mercs from trading up these Hearts Trails, as well as the Lightnings and the Ink Boosts. And so the guy paying up the keys was perfectly fine. This guy could actually leave if he wanted to, but he stayed just for the rest of the trade. And now it was time to give these keys over to this player that actually paid up his white Zombas. And now usually I would give the person who paid up first their items before the other person gets their items paid up, but just for the sake of saving time in this middleman trade, I decided to give the white Zombas straight to the person that was paying up the keys. The first trade had gone through, and there was 50 pure keys to the guy that actually sold his white Zombas, and so now this was 50 out of the full 92. One bonus you could say of being a middleman is that sometimes you get a fee paid up to you to say thank you for being the middleman of that trade, and I honestly don't expect this. Like I said in the last 2 episodes, I don't expect any of you guys to give me a thank you fee for doing these middleman trades, But a huge thank you to the first player and also this player for actually giving me some saffron painted Spiralis wheels, some purple ears, a purple wizard hat, which I actually haven't had in my inventory ever before. And then he also decided to add a really awesome RLCS decal, which I'm honestly really thankful for, and a huge thank you to both of these guys. So now this is the last trade. It's the last trade of this first Middleman trade you're going to see in today's video. And there is the 92 full keys for the White Zomba wheels. White Zombas are some really awesome looking wheels, although they have a bit of a boring tread. The glow that shows off in these, the main part of these wheels, is actually really awesome, and I hope this guy does enjoy his White Zombas, and I'm pretty sure the guy with the keys will enjoy spending those on some new items. From episode 1 until the end of this series, I'm of course going to be wearing the Batmobile, so I'm not showing off any of the items that I have, and also it looks a bit professional when doing these Middleman trades. The trade was over, and the last thing to do was to say enjoy your items and have fun trading in the future. I hope you guys have enjoyed this first Middleman trade. I honestly do enjoy doing Middleman trades for you guys, but let's hop over to part 2 of today's video. Unlike all of the other episodes of the Being a Middleman series, in today's episode we're going to put 2 Middleman trades in, and I'll probably do this for most of the other Middleman episodes that we're going to do in the future as well, just because I do so many nowadays that it's just, you guys can look at more than one in episodes rather than just a singular trade. It also shows you guys more of my experiences, and so this trade right here is for some white Draco wheels. These two guys actually got quite confused at the start of this Middleman trade, which is no problem at all. It does get quite confusing after a while of what you are trading for, but he put 35 keys up and some white painted ARAs, which are actually the best type of ARAs. Now this trade was actually meant to be 88 pure keys for these white Dracos, but the guy miscounted his keys and he actually only had 85, and so he had to add some white ARAs, but then because he messed up, he also added a normal Sentio. After a long time of these two deciding together how much he was actually going to pay for the white Dracos, they finally decided that they was going to do these 2 items as well as the 35 pure keys and then the 50 keys in the second trade after this. He accepted, and before this trade had actually been accepted, I checked that they were white ARAs, and they were. This is just a normal Sentio, it's not painted at all. So the normal Sentio is worth 1.5 to 2.5 keys, so it's roughly about 2 keys, but it barely sells for 2 pure keys nowadays, and it has been going down a ton in value. ARAs are actually quite hard to sell, but since the CC4 crate has been removed, they are going slowly up in value, and might sell actually pretty well. I've managed to pick up some sky blue ARAs myself for just 1 key, and they're worth 3 to 4 keys, which is a really good pickup that you guys probably saw in my best trades of the week. The second trade was with the same player for 50 pure keys, and this adds to a total of 85 pure keys with an add of a normal Sentio and also white painted ARAs. And so the second trade, which was for the 50 pure keys, had finally gone through. So now the full side of this guy's payment, Big Man Leo, had finally gone through, and it was time for the other player to pay up his side of the item trade. To save time and to make the trade a bit more simpler, we just did the white Dracos with the white ARAs and the Sentio with an add of 50 keys, and then I'll do 35 keys after this trade and then give the white Dracos to Big Man Leo. So here I checked that they were actually white Dracos and painted white, just to ensure that the guy who was getting the white Dracos didn't get scammed and maybe for grey or black Dracos, since they do look pretty similar. But they were white and they will look really awesome on this other guy's car. And it was finally time to do the next trade and to give the Georgian 35 pure keys, so that side of the payment had been fully paid by myself. I really do enjoy doing these Middleman trades for you guys, and here is the 35 keys to the other player. So this side had fully been paid off now, and it was just down to the last trade to give the white Dracos to the Big Man Leo. And it's crazy to think that these 2 Middleman trades that I've showed you in today's video is actually such trustworthy trades, and so I honestly have had around 400 keys worth of items in my inventory, adding the 2 players' items together as well as the other 2, and I actually did both of these Middleman trades in the same day. A lot of you guys do hit me up quite frequently for these Middleman trades nowadays. So there we have it. The final trade had gone through for the white Dracos. He accepted the trade, and he would now have the beautiful white Dracos in his inventory. These white Dracos have gone from about 40 to 50 keys all the way up to about 75 to 80, so he got a really awesome deal. And now that we've looked at those 2 Middleman trades, it's time to move on to something that I've never done on the channel before, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. It's going to be quite short for the last part of the video, so here it is.
Okay guys, so what I'm about to do right now, this is actually part 2 of today's video. It's something that I've never actually done on the channel before. I'm actually starting up Rocket League for you guys just to do this trade. I'm going to head over to join a person that's looking to buy some Crimson Draco wheels. He doesn't have enough keys right now, but he does have a gift code, and he wanted to give me a gift code instead of buying the keys. Of course, I'll have a 7-day trade lock. Some of you guys on Xbox aren't able to trade keys, but you'll know that on PS4, when you buy some keys, you have to wait 7 days to be able to trade them. And so we have a really awesome looking car, of course. I'm going to join this guy right now, and I think he would have invited me. I'm just going to check. Yeah, so he hit me up. I've never actually spoken to this guy ever before, and I think he's a bit nervous to jump into a party chat. I did want to jump into a party chat just so that this guy did trust me with this trade, but he said he did trust me, and so he's got a £15 code, and £15 can get you about 20 keys on Rocket League if you buy them outright. I'm not actually going to do this for the money. I'm doing this so I can buy keys myself and help this guy out because he did want to do a trade. I'm saying hi to him right now, and just so that he can get tradable keys, of course, he's going to give me a code, which I'm actually going to blur out, or well, I probably would have used it anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I do use it. But yeah, we're going to use these codes, get some gift cards, and then after giving him the keys, we're going to buy our own keys, which are actually going to be on a trade lock, but I've got enough keys to do any trades that I want to do, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. This is probably the first and last time I'll ever do this on the channel because I don't really do it too much. I don't really need gift codes, to be honest, but just to help this guy out, I'm going to do this trade. Okay, so the first one that he wants to do is, of course, in total, it's going to be about £15, so it's going to be, which is about $20, I think. It's probably going to get me about 20 keys. I think it's $15.99 to buy some keys. Let me just check. For the keys, R1, wait, that's not R1. R1, to buy 20 keys, it's about £16. I think I have about £1 on my account anyway, so I could probably get about 20 keys out of this. 5 keys. So I think we go over to PlayStation Store. I'm going to do this as it goes along, and if these codes aren't valid, then I'm probably just going to end this trade here. But if it is valid, then I'll have to give him, of course, the 15 keys after I've used the code, and the code will then be invalid, so if you guys try and use it, of course it won't work. But I think you go redeem codes, yeah. Okay, what is it? I'm just going to type it in. I'll probably just blur it out just in case. But yeah, we've got the code right here. Okay, so the first code is valid. This code has a value of £5. You want to accept? Yes. Okay, I've added it to my wallet. New wallet balance is that much. Cool. So we'll now give him his 5 keys. I think it is. Yeah, 5 keys. And then we'll do the £10 after with the 10 keys. I don't know why. I just thought I'd do this for today's video just because it's something a bit different for the channel, I guess. Nothing that I've ever actually done before. I've seen a few Rocket League YouTubers actually do this on their channels with some actual money. I think I've seen Nexif sell his Crimson Dracos for about over like $100 worth, and then he bought some keys after that. So here's his 5 keys. No problem. He actually didn't trust me, I don't think, but then he actually put a bit of trust in me. There you go, there's 5 keys, bro. And that is the first part of this little middleman trade for money actually completed. Okay, so we're about to do the second trade, which is 10 keys for £10 worth of gift codes. I'm gonna do this in a second. Yeah, it's actually pretty exciting because I'm actually gonna go and buy some keys. I don't know how much it costs to buy keys, but I'll check in a second. £4 to buy 5 keys. I'll probably end up buying that one, or maybe 10 keys, but I'll have money left on my account anyways. So I'm going to write down this code right here and then enter it and then come back to you when we're in the trade. Okay, so I've written down the code. I'm actually going to go into the store once again and check this out. You guys could probably do similar things on your consoles, maybe PC, you can do this as well. I'm pretty sure you can do Steam codes, and then Xbox, I think you get Microsoft points or something like that. But this is actually pretty cool. £10, cool. Continue shopping. We're actually going to do the second trade right here. I'm actually going to give him 10 keys for this. There you go, bro. Is he accepting? Orange voltaics, I'll take for... do we do an underpay? I'll do 3 keys. I don't really need, to be honest. Orange voltaics are 5 to 7, I'll take for 4 keys. 3 keys, he said yeah to that. Let me just actually check the prices before I actually do this trade. Or, yeah, okay, orange, are they burnt together? Orange, yeah, cool. We're getting a pretty good trade here. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video of me talking over some middleman trades that I've done. Thankfully we didn't need a middleman for this trade because this guy actually trusted me. He's put up a Type S. Thank you so much, bro. That means a lot, man. Thank you. I honestly really do appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so now he can have tradable keys to go and buy his Crimson Dracos that he wanted to buy. I think he already had about 25 keys, and now he has 15, so that's about 40. I think the Crimson Dracos are around 35, so he should be able to pick them up right now and go and do that trade. I'm actually going to say to him, enjoy the Crimson Dracos, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video actually. If you have, then make sure to smash a like on today's video, subscribe because we are close to 35,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane and I'm thankful for that. This is unfortunately the end of today's video, but I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace.